We arrive at a small workroom above a house in Thanjavur, a small ancient temple town in southern India, where Malayandi and Nandini have already been at work since morning. A bucket of clay sits between them, 2 days into soaking, finally ready. Malayandi reaches into the bucket, works a fistful of wet clay between his palms until it rounds into a ball the size of a fist, then presses it into a mold dusted with chalk powder so it won't stick. Beside him, Nandini is already 3 clay balls ahead. This is the first thing every Thanjavur dancing doll becomes. From this single bucket, the 2 of them will shape the basis for around 50 dolls. Each one will spend 2 days drying in the shade, followed by another full day under the sun before anyone can work on it again. Nothing moves faster than the drying allows. This family story began long before the clay they're shaping today.
We were definitely a poor family. My father had to work every single day just to support the family. Before we were born, our family situation had actually been much better. But because of certain circumstances, we lost everything.
For Dhanalakshmi, poverty wasn't just something to endure. It demanded a decision. She learned this very process, soaking, kneading, rolling and pressing, while working for another artisan, making dolls that would eventually be sold under someone else's name.
She was paid 2 rupees for each doll she made. Her weekly income was only around 200 to 250 rupees. That wasn't enough to support our family. So she decided, instead of working for someone else, why not make and sell the dolls ourselves?
That decision changed this family's future. Dhanalakshmi didn't invent a new craft. She claimed ownership of the one she already knew. The bases Malayandi and Nandini shaped this morning are already resting outside in the shade. They'll stay there for 2 days before another day under direct sunlight. There's a rhythm to that waiting, and this family has lived by it for decades. It wasn't a journey Dhanalakshmi carried entirely alone. While she built the family's doll-making livelihood, her husband continued making and selling brass vessels during the day. When doll orders increased, he stepped in to help wherever he could.
His father thought, she has learned this work, I'll continue my own. So he managed both. From morning until evening, he sold vessels. In the evening, if there were doll orders, he helped with those too.
The doll making remained Dhanalakshmi's work, but like many family crafts, it survived because everyone carried part of the weight. Today, that responsibility rests with Malayandi. He checks the drying bases himself now, the way he's done for nearly 30 years. He doesn't really remember a childhood that wasn't shaped around this workroom.
My mother used to work making these dolls. Ever since I was a small boy, I would watch her at work. After school, I would go to the place where she worked and help her in the evenings. I actually started learning the craft when I was studying in the 3rd standard.
For Malayandi, the craft wasn't formally taught. It was absorbed one afternoon after another, sitting beside his mother while she worked. What began as Dhanalakshmi's refusal to keep shaping dolls for someone else's livelihood became her son's inheritance, passed down not through a classroom or a workshop, but through years of watching, helping, and slowly learning beside her. Before we leave, Malayandi checks the drying bases one more time. They are still hours away from being ready. Tomorrow, they'll move to the stage that gives this doll the one thing it's known for, not by standing still, by rising every time it's pushed down.